Once you've created an account with GateScope, you'll be taken to the seller's dashboard. Simply click See More Services. This is where you pick which of the 3 different ways you want GateScope to help you find ungated products. You have the category scan option that allows GateScope to check up to 5 categories at a time for you, where GateScope will scan up to 1,500 ASINs per category. Simply click Get Started and then choose the number of categories you want GateScope to scan. Next, choose the category or categories that you'd like GateScope to find ungated products for you. For example, if we chose books, then we'd simply come down and click Continue. Or maybe on this screen, maybe we made a mistake and we really didn't mean to choose books. We can just unselect it. And instead, let's pick boys' clothing, shoes, and jewelry. Now, one thing I want to point out is if you go the category scan route, be sure that you choose a category that you're already ungated to sell. For example, I know that for most sellers, you have to get approval to sell in the grocery and gourmet food category. So I wouldn't advise choosing that one unless you're absolutely sure that you're ungated to sell products in the grocery and gourmet food category. If you're not sure, then choose another category or choose one of the other 2 product offerings that we provide to help you find ungated products that you can sell. So again, simply come down and click Continue. Here you'll be able to see the details of your order and the status of your GateScope scan. You'll also be able to see the receipt as well. And when the order is done processing, you'll have a link to download an Excel spreadsheet that shows you the products that you're ungated to sell. Another thing I'll point out is if you need to walk away, you can click this button and it will play a sound when GateScope is done processing your order. All right, once GateScope is done scanning your ASINs to determine what you're ungated to sell, you'll have a download results link in the order details page, and you just click it so it downloads that file, and then you can open it from there. When you review the results of your GateScope scan, any ASINs that you are approved to sell, meaning you're ungated to sell that product, will show up at the top of the spreadsheet. They will have yes as the value in the approved to sell column, and their rows will be highlighted in blue. We'll get into some of the other columns in the spreadsheet, but I did want to point out that you also get the number of sellers, the price, the bestseller rank, and the category. For any ASIN you're not ungated to sell, you'll see no in the approved to sell column. And in the reason code column, you'll see if approval is required or if you're not eligible to sell the product at all. You'll have more information about the status in the message column. And in the case where you can request approval to sell it, in the link to try auto ungating column, you can click as long as you're signed into Amazon Seller Central, and it'll take you directly to the page where you can click that request approval button, and it will tell you if you're approved to sell it, meaning you get auto ungated just by clicking that link and clicking that button to request approval. Or if you're still gated, it will tell you what you need to do to get approved to sell it. The next product offering we'll talk about is our predefined list of 7,500 ASINs. Now, these aren't just random ASINs that we've chosen. We put a lot of time and research into finding ASINs that span multiple categories, multiple niches. They have at least 3 sellers, and they don't have a bestseller ranking higher than 300,000. I think this is a great option for new sellers. I think it's also a great option for our seasoned sellers. The reason I say it's a great option for new sellers is because your sales metrics, your sales velocity won't be as high as seasoned sellers. So you're already going to be gated on more ASINs, more products. And the more ASINs you scan, in this case, which would be 7,500, you increase your likelihood of finding ungated products that you can sell. I think this is a great option for veteran sellers because, as you know, you may have been ungated in certain brands, certain categories, certain ASINs, certain products, only to find yourself regated. So this is something that would benefit you as well. This is a win-win product offering for both new sellers and our seasoned sellers. So to get started, go down to the bottom and click the button. I did want to point out the results of scanning our predefined list of 7,500 ASINs has the same columns that the category scan check does, but in addition to those columns, it also has a category path column. And so that can be very helpful to give you more insight as to what exactly that ASIN is that you're ungated to sell. And a third way that you can find ungated products that you can sell is to upload your own list of ASINs in either a CSV or an Excel file. You can upload up to 7,500 ASINs and GateScope will run a check on them as well. Simply click Get Started, and then you'll want to make sure that your spreadsheet or your CSV file has a column with ASIN as the header in the first row. We can look at an example spreadsheet to give you an idea of what I'm talking about. So when we look at this spreadsheet, notice how we have a column labeled ASIN and it's in the first row. That's very important. You can have additional columns if you like. You just want to make sure you have a column, one column that has ASIN and as the header in the first row, and you should be good to go. Now, this is good if you have or use tools where you can do your own product research, do your own filtering for sellers, price, bestseller rank, you name it. There's a popular product that's used by many Amazon sellers. You can export your list of ASINs from that product, or maybe you have a spreadsheet, a list of ASINs from a supplier, or maybe you've gotten it from your mentor, or maybe you purchased a list from an expert or someone online. This is a great way to save you some time to check your gating status on those lists of ASINs and hopefully find some product that you're able to sell. The one thing I will point out is we don't, with this option to save time, we don't provide the category, the number of sellers, the bestseller ranking. We figure that if you have a list, you're already seriously interested in scanning those products, and to save time, we don't include those columns, but still a very powerful time-saving product to help you identify products that you're ungated to sell. GateScope helps you move faster and sell smarter. Start your first gate check today at GateScope.io and join the sellers who already trust GateScope to simplify their product research.
GateScope done.